to Nails and Makeup by Donna. My name is Mary Decoit, also known as Nails by Mary Jane, and today I'm going to be doing some nail art for you guys. This is everything you will need for today's video, or everything I'm using. First of all, you are going to want some Prep and Prime. This is the Mia Secret primer and dehydrator, so you'll want that. And then you'll also want a base gel and a top coat gel. These ones are from Beetles. I love Beetles. If you're looking for good gel polishes and top coats, that's a really good brand. And you can find them on Amazon. Then you will need your gel colors. Today you are going to need a nude base color, a light blue, a dark blue, and a white. So these are all from Lavender Violets. This is color number 13. This is color number 11. This is color number 2. And this is also color number 11. So these are all from different sets. But I'm sure you guys can find those online. You'll also, I'm using this for today. You don't need to have this, but this is just a little palette for my gel polishes. You'll also need a cleanup brush and a couple of nail art brushes. I predominantly use this one, but whatever you have will work. You'll also want some acetone to go with your cleanup brush in case you need to clean anything up. And today I will be working on this swatch stick. So first I'm going to buff my swatch stick or buff the nail portion of it, because normally you would buff your nail or file your nail before you put on gel. So I'm just going to show you the process of your gel nail art. Maybe you have already put Gel-X on your nails, or you've put acrylic on your nails, or you just want to do a basic gel manicure. This is the steps you would use to do that. I also want to mention I am not a licensed nail technician. I am an at-home nail technician. I do nails on myself and on my friends and family. So I am not licensed to do nails, and I don't take clients yet, but I really have a passion for doing nails and learning. So if you guys would like to learn with me, keep on watching. So first, we're going to use our Prep and Prime. If you're going to practice this on a swatch stick, don't waste your product. But I just want to show you guys this because this is what you would normally do if you were doing this design on an actual person. So first you'll want to use your Prep and Prime. I love to use this under all of my gel polish because I don't know if you guys have ever read the bottle, but it's for acrylics and UV gel, so you're supposed to put this under your gel. Next we're going to go in, oops, wrong one, we're going to go in with this base coat, and we're just going to put it all over the nail here. Sorry guys, there's something on here and I want to get it off. Okay. So I am going to cover the whole nail with this base gel. You want to do a thin layer. I'm probably going to say this a couple times in this video, but when you're doing gel, make sure you have a thin layer on there. Don't bulk up your gel. That will make it bubbly and not look right. So now we're going to put it in the light for 60 seconds. And yeah. So now that we put our base gel, we're going to go ahead and put our foundation base coat or base color. I do want to show you guys the design we're doing today because I just realized that I haven't shown you guys yet. So this is the design that we're going to be recreating today. I got this picture from Pinterest, and we're just going to obviously do one of the nails, but you would do all of them the same way and kind of just maybe follow this picture for reference. Oops, sorry guys. I would say definitely follow this picture for reference. If you want to find it, you can find it at Fashion Chaser on Pinterest. So we're gonna put our base color now. And like I said, you guys, thin layers, thin coats. And so normally I would do 2 coats, but since in the picture it's a little bit of like a clear nude that's underneath, we're just gonna do 1 coat. I do want to say that if you do acrylic, you can skip this step by using a base cover acrylic. I believe that the nails that I showed you guys do have acrylic underneath the gel design. So if you'd like, you can, if you're doing this on acrylic nails, you can just put the design on top of your base color, you know, you guys know what I mean. If you know nails, then you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the light for 60 seconds. If you didn't know what I meant there, basically, when you put a acrylic extension on your nail, you can use clear, you can use red, you can use pink. There's all kinds of acrylic colors. So if you put a nude acrylic color and then you just want to do this design on the nails, then you can entirely skip this whole step and just go from foundation to your design colors. So we're gonna go ahead and let that dry, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now my base color is all dry. You want to make sure, check and make sure. How you do that is you touch it and make sure there's none on your finger. Like I said, normally I would do 2 coats of this color, but the picture kind of shows that the base is sort of opaque. So you're going to want your picture right here next to you too, and all your tools right in front of you, just so you can make sure that it's easily accessible. So we're going to go ahead and use this thin brush first, and we're going to go in with the white first. I feel like this is a good base to kind of go off of when doing this design. So I decided that we are probably going to do this little ring finger right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just, I put some gel color on my palette, but you can just put it straight from the bottle onto your brush if you don't have a palette. And now I'm just going to create, so it looks like this line is from the sidewall here and it comes down to the free edge of the nail. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just, and it squiggles, it goes down here a little bit and then it curves over and goes down. So we're gonna go down right here a little bit, and then we're gonna curve over. And don't worry guys, we will perfect this white line. We just want to get it kind of get its outline first. So there we go, we have our white line here, and I'm just gonna kind of clean up my lines, make sure everything is kind of going the way I intended to, and like I said, straighten up my lines, straighten up these edges. And I want to say that I did make the line a little thinner than what I wanted it to be, because I knew that when I started to perfect these lines I was going to make it thick. I was gonna make it like a thicker line. So you want to start out with like a thin line as your baseline and then go from there. And then I'm just going to use my cleanup brush because I got a little bit where I didn't want it. So that's my white line. Now I'm going to go ahead and dry that, and you want to dry in between each line. It's very important because if you just do white, blue, dark blue, and light blue, they're all going to bleed together. So you want to cure between each color. Okay, so now that this is dry, we're going to go over it one more time. So since the gel polishes I'm using are not specifically intended for nail art, it's important that you do a second layer, because if we had a nail art gel or some nail art polishes, they would definitely be more opaque because you want to make sure you can see the art. But if today we're kind of just working with what we got, so if you just have regular gel polish, you're just gonna want to make sure that you do 2 layers of that to ensure that your design is really opaque and that you can really see it. So we did that second coat there, and we're gonna pop it in the light. So what you would want to do if you're doing a full set is you're going to want to do your white on all of your nails, and then clean your white off of your palette, and then do all of the light blue on all of your nails, and then you would want to do like all of the dark blue, or vice versa. You guys can do dark blue first, you guys can do light blue first, whatever works best for you, but I like to do white first. It's just easier for me. So that's what I suggest if this is your first time doing this design, or a design, if you're doing a design similar to this, I would suggest going in with your white color first. So now that we've done our white line, we're going to go ahead and do the dark blue one. As I said, we're going referenced on this ring finger right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the dark blue line next underneath the white one. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my palette here. And then, go ahead and use my same brush. Obviously, you want to clean it off with your acetone when you're switching colors. So we're just going to pick some of this up on the brush. And I did not notice this before, but this is a glittery color, but that will just add some pizzazz to it, I guess. So that's okay. So you're just gonna go right along that white line that you created already. I don't know if you guys can see. One second. Let me just... Okay, so as you can see, I did the blue line here. It's still kind of thin, but I, of course, have to perfect my lines and stuff. That's just my initial line. So you want to make like an initial, like rough, not rough, but like as close as you can get, you know, and then you'll want to like kind of clean up each kind of curve or corner of the design. So yeah, here I'm just fixing my lines, making sure everything is nice and even, and that it flows well with the white as well. And if you get any on the white, that's okay. You can just go ahead and use your cleanup brush. I actually got some on the white right now, so we're going to use our cleanup brush and get that off. Okay, so now that I've fixed up my blue line, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the light. So now that the dark blue line is dry, I'm going to go ahead and go over it again, just like I did with the white. Did you guys see that? Wow, I literally accidentally made that little dot. And you're going to want to keep your hand as steady as possible. And obviously I messed up and made that little dot there, so no worries, we're just going to clean that off. It is a little bit easier to clean the white because the blue just wants to be very pigmented. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to pop it into the light for 60 seconds and I'll be right back. So now that we've done our dark blue, we're going to get into the light blue. I'm going to go ahead and shake this up and put this on my palette. And then we're going to take our same brush and just repeat the process that we did for the other two colors. So we're going to make a thin line here. Now I'm just perfecting it and making sure my lines are okay. I will say this one was a little easier than the dark blue because the dark blue was just so dark, so you might want to use the dark blue first if you're trying this design. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the light for 60 seconds and then we will go over it again in a second. Okay, so now I'm going to go over my light blue one more time because it is a little bit clear, so I want to make sure that it's a nice opaque line. Okay, so now that we did the second layer on that blue, we're going to go ahead and pop it in the light again for 60 seconds. Okay, so now that our design is all done, we're going to go ahead and use a top coat. You want to make sure to use a top coat every single time you do a design, because if not, your design will come off. So you definitely want to use a top coat to seal in your design and make it look all pretty and shiny. This is the Beetles top coat, as I mentioned before. And now we're just going to pop it into the light for 60 seconds. Okay everyone, so here is our finished design compared to the one that we used for picture reference, and I would say it's pretty spot on. This is a really simple design if you're looking for something cute to do on your own nails. It's really pretty easy, and also I wanted to say that obviously you can use any color you want with this. You could do pink, you could do purple. You would just need a darker purple and a lighter purple, or a darker pink and a lighter pink. So you can pretty much recreate this with any color. We just did blue today, and I think we did a really good job. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys also created this design with me, I would love to see your creations. You guys can send them in to me on my Instagram at Nails by Mary Jane. Let me show you guys my page. Here, you guys can follow me here at Nails by Mary Jane on Instagram. And I hope you guys very much enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!